Hypixel Skyblock is Minecraft's biggest MMORPG. There are hundreds of things to do to progress, from difficult bosses to farming. Because the game's map is so big, chances are you've traveled millions of blocks in your journey of progression. But what if you didn't? What if you never touched W, A, S, or D in your entire time playing the game? What would the best profile that's never taken a step look like? That's what I'll be trying to find out today. For this to work, we'll need to assume a few things. Everything in this video is possible, even if some of the odds are extremely low and would take years of straight playing. First of all, we're going to assume that you're in a co-op that has a lot of money they could give you in the form of items and straight coins. We're also going to allow fast traveling in the form of being in your co-op's party and having them warp you, or using warp scrolls traded by your co-op. No form of teleportation will be allowed, whether that's ender pearls, an AOTE or AOTV, or anything else. And obviously you aren't allowed to take a single step. I know all these rules seem like it kind of defeats the purpose of the challenge, but if you were to try this on a solo profile, I think you would literally be stuck in the same spot in the hub forever. The first thing we're going to be doing is maxing every skill. Our co-op member would trade us enough Jerry boxes to get level 60 mining and level 50 foraging and farming. It took 15 ancient yarns, whose video will be linked below, 21,000 boxes, which was 6 billion coins to get level 50 skills. It would take around 2 times that XP, meaning it would take around 42,000 boxes or 12 billion coins. Farming, however, is a unique skill because you need to get a gold medal for every crop in a Jacob's contest, and then buy level caps until you can actually get farming 60. We've already gotten the XP, but how will we get gold medals if we can't move? I originally thought to have you spawn in water and then just float down and break crops on a farm, but that seemed like cheating to me. Instead, since warp scrolls are allowed, I figured you could use /plot TP to go to plots with pests, and then pray you get lucky and get the best version of a crop of the contest you want to get a gold in. For example, getting an enchanted sugarcane from a mosquito, and doing this over and over again until you get a gold. Your luck would have to be insane, but it is possible. You would also need a co-op member farming with max pest chance to spawn all the pests. According to the Skyblock fandom wiki, the maximum pest chance would be 400, meaning 5 pests can spawn at once every 5 minutes, so 20 can spawn during a contest. However, you can start with 8 pests on the garden, meaning with ideal luck, assuming you're in a cane contest, you can get 28 mosquitoes in one contest. Most super enchanted versions of the crops give you 25,600 collection, meaning you would get 716,000 collection in one contest. This would most likely put you into gold. While you would need to get decently lucky with how many people are farming in the contest, this would allow you to get all of your unique gold medals. It would also allow you to get all the gold medals, and your co-op could trade you the Jacob tickets that you would need to unlock the cap. However, there is one small problem in all this. I researched a little bit, and I'm pretty sure you can never reach Jacob. If I'm wrong, please let me know, but from what I know you can't get farming 60, because you can't reach the Jacob NPC without walking. Alchemy, enchanting, and taming can be done on the private island. Alchemy is simple. Your co-op member would place brewing stands around where you spawn on the island and trade you all the materials for level 50. Enchanting and taming would come easily. You would just get a guardian pet from your co-op and level it using the experimentation table, giving you enchanting 60 and taming 50. Now only combat and fishing are left. I know all of the skills except for a few could be leveled by minions, but that would take way too long, so the only minion you'd use for a max skill would be fish minions for fishing 50. You would also get combat 15 off of minions for reasons I'll talk about in the next segment. Next up on the list to max we have dungeons, which require combat 15 to enter. This includes catacombs 50, class average 50, and beating each floor 1000 times. To get started, you would run mage and use a non-dungeonized Midas staff. You would run the hardest floor you could and get milestones by having your co-op lead the mobs near you so you could hit them. As soon as you beat a floor 4, you will get a spirit scepter, and this will be useful for the rest of the game. The ability on a spirit scepter is called guided bat, meaning the bat moves whichever direction your head is looking. You could move it around corners to hit enemies, which would be huge. You would use this to run master mode and get all of your collections and class and cata level ups. I know this doesn't sound very efficient, and that's because it's not, but it was the most efficient way I could think of to do this. So if you have any better ideas, make sure to comment them down below. I'd love to see what you could do to speed this up. Now it's time for something that would give a lot of XP, but take tens of thousands of hours. Slayers. For Zombie Slayer, you would warp to the Crypt Ghoul area and kill Crypt Ghouls with a Spirit Scepter until the boss spawned, and then kill it with a max melee setup. You would then warp to the top of the spider mound and get Spider Slayer 9. Warp to the castle to get Wolf 9, and then to the sepulcher to get E-Man 9. E-Man Slayer would be hard and take a lot of healing and cheeses, but I believe it would be possible. Blaze 9 would be gotten at the Smoldering Tomb. Nothing in Rift would be possible, so Vampire 5 wouldn't happen. Now, I know this is far from maxing Skyblock, but if you look at the accomplishments, they're actually quite impressive. Every skill except Social to the highest level it can be, which means only taming and farming 50, but that's still impressive. Every Slayer except Vampire Slayer at level 9. You could also do things like max magical power by having your co-member trade you talismans. Also, Catacombs 50 and Class Average 50 is quite impressive. But what would our Skyblock level look like? Well, skills would give 7,400 XP, or 74 levels. This is excluding farming and taming levels 50 to 60. I believe max magical power right now is 1,681, which would give us 16 levels, putting us at level 94. All dungeons related things would give us 37 levels, putting us up to level 128. Killing every tier of Slayer boss, or getting all overworld Slayers up to level 9, would give us 4,640 XP, or 46 levels, putting us up to level 174. Assuming our co-op has crafted every minion and maxed every collection, we can add 5,530 XP, or 55 levels, putting us up to level 230. Some other things like harp, consumables, and bank upgrades will get us up to level 253, all without taking a step. I know this video is a little bit scuffed, but to be fair, the game was not intended at all to not move, so a little help is definitely needed, and having an overpowered co-op member doesn't change anything about your movement. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, because these videos take a long time to make, and I'm going for 3,000 subscribers by the end of summer, and we'll be uploading a lot, so it would really help out. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.